We'd like to say, we'd like to, for each one to, if they will, if you want to step outside your vehicle, and as we say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please sing with us the first verse of Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. And this time the youth will take charge.
Good morning. Howard M. Baker, U.S. Army, 1951-1953. Joseph H. Baker, Jr., U.S. Army, World War II. Elmer L. Baker, U.S. Army, 1950s. Robert H. Baker, U.S. Army, 1957, 1985, served Vietnam. David Lee Barnes, U.S. Army. William Bill Bernard, U.S. Navy, 1955, 1975.
Edward Cola Bradley, U.S. Army, 1951-1952. Major Ralph S. Briner, U.S. Army, served in Vietnam War in 1970. Edward A. Childress, U.S. Army Air Corps pilot, 1943-1945. Warner Mason Clements, Sr., U.S. Navy, S-2, World War II. Walter Jarman Delbridge, U.S. Army, World War I. David Clifton Driver, U.S. Army Private, World War II.
Buford F. Ferguson, World War II, Private Infantry. Cecil Owen Ferguson, U.S. Army, World War II, Private First Class. Roland Ferguson, U.S. Army. Earl French, U.S. Army, 1949-1952. James Jim Gleason, U.S. Navy, 1958 to 1964.
Ralph Gordon, U.S. Army. Linwood Franklin Harrell, U.S. Marine. Milton C. Harrell, U.S. Army, World War II. Roland Hess, U.S. Army. William Will Edward Ivy III, U.S. Army, 2004 to 2007, served in Korea and Iraq. Alamance Jones Sr., U.S. Army, 1949 to 1955.
Haywood Woody Jones, U.S. Air Force, 20 years, retired.
William H. Jones, U.S. Army, World War II and Korean War. Marvin Lee Jordan, U.S. Army, World War II. John James Justice, Private, World War I. Charles B. Martin, U.S. Army, 1961-1964. Gary Joe Martin, U.S. Army, 1964-1968. Wilbur Martin, Jr., U.S. Army, 1968-1969.
Norman Lee Mosley, U.S. Army, 1954 to 1956. Arthur M. Payer, U.S. Army and Air Force, 1941 to 1964, retired. Dale Powers, U.S. Army, 1967 to 1979. Cecil D. Reeves, Sr., U.S. Navy, 1945 to 1946. Walter D. Danny Rook, Jr., Virginia National Guard, 1967 to 1973. Dale Susser, U.S. Army, 1971 to 1973.
Eddie Williams, Virginia National Guard, 1962 to 1968. Billy Buck Taylor, Virginia National Guard, 1940-1950. Jerry Lee II, U.S. Navy, 1967-1971. Andrew C. Turley Sr., U.S. Army. Elwood Vance, U.S. Marine, 1950s.
We introduced